sharing it, but it's a little nerve wracking. It's just a lot to unpackage. I'm like only 5 years into my recovery. I still don't really understand like the why behind a lot of what I did.
Yeah.
Like I have a decent grasp, but like I need more and more unpackaging.
Yeah, sure. One of the things, can I suggest something?
Yeah, definitely.
One thing that helped me in my life and a lot of the clients that I work with is looking at yourself. Okay, you can do this in the mirror, or you can just picture yourself sitting in a chair across from you, and you call yourself by name, or okay, you could be the coach, or you could say me, like, hey, you, me, whatever, or you could say, hey, Ethan, I forgive you, bro. I forgive you for the mistakes and the things that you did to your body. I forgive you for the things that you stole, the people that you harmed, you know what I mean? And I forgive you for that. Because that release of forgiveness is just the most amazing. It just lifts a burden that is just so amazing.
And I feel like you kind of almost have to forgive yourself before you can ask for forgiveness from the other person that you've wronged.
Oh yeah. Forgiving of yourself is like so key. Because there's some people that you'll never see again. You can't ask for forgiveness from somebody who's already died.
Exactly.
And I mean, you can. I mean, I look up in the heavens and I say, hey, you know, thanks for blessing my life. I'm so sorry I didn't treat our relationship the way it should have been. You know what I mean? Yeah. But in that very moment, I'm also saying, and I forgive myself. Yeah. Right? And that's a big step that I think people forget to do. And it's very important.
That's definitely something I'm struggling with now. Like I'm sure you guys could tell I have a lot of guilt still about a lot of my actions from when I was telling you guys. And
I can feel it.
It's hard. It's heavy to carry, but I'm working on it. I'm still behind the scenes.
Are you going to meetings and stuff like that?
Actually, I don't do meetings anymore.
Okay.
I do talk to a therapist though.
Yeah.
Great.
And
it's great.
And he's actually my therapist from my rehab. He's awesome. He's an awesome man. I can't say his name, but he's an awesome man. Yeah. And he's shown me so much. I think about 2 weeks into when I got into rehab, he hit me with a quote that like I think about it every day, and it's our blessings are curses and our curses are blessings. And it just, that quote really hit me one day. Like the things that we think are bad in our lives end up being the good things, and all the good things like comfort, you know, all that stuff end up being the actual curses.
Yeah. And it's just like Marcus Aurelius quote, the obstacle is the way.
Yep.
Yeah, because
that's an awesome quote.
Nobody grows from comfort.
Exactly.
Nobody develops a strong character by laying around and having everything handed to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Exactly.
But see, that you recognize that, you know what to search out for. You know how to live your life every day because you understand that philosophy, that principle.
Well, I want to say that like you're my favorite person or favorite kind of person to talk to, like that's still going through it and still trying to figure it out.
And open about it.
Yeah, because the people that already have it figured out, you know, you can learn.
Do we really all have it actually?
Well,
totally?
You can learn stuff from those type of people, but the ones that you really can learn from is the ones that are still going through it and still having the struggles.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I wanted to create my Instagram for that exact reason. Like I wanted to show at least a part of my process. I know I didn't get to show early in the process, but it's just nice to be able to share that with people because I have so many people messaging me, asking me for advice and this and that.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing to be able to help other people kind of just take their own journey on their own path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I always try to tell people. Like you see me on there working out and stuff, but the things I'm talking about don't apply just to working out. Like,
of course,
if you want to be like a successful, like a successful banker, you can still take those same principles and apply them to your craft or whatever you think your purpose or calling is.
Right.
Just for me, I'm all I know how to do is run and lift.
Yeah.
Well,
That's okay.
Yeah. It's, I think that getting yourself in shape is kind of essential. Well, it is essential for me personally, because if I don't like do something active, I suffer mentally, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. I think we're all in that boat.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
If I like miss a morning workout or something like that, I'll be kind of grumpy all day.
You can feel it all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, one thing that's it's awesome is because you're sharing it on Instagram, you're reaching out to all those other people, not only helping them, but you're also opening up your influence to be influenced, right? So you can be influenced as well by other people.
Yep.
And
exactly.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why we have the podcast, you know, is to share the stories, but then influence other people to make changes and also helping us. Mm-hmm. You know, we get stuff from each one of these. I mean, imagine that. So we're not only sharing everybody's stories, but Shane and I get something from every single one of these podcasts. It's great.
Oh, I bet.
Like, when we first started the podcast, I would think about it for like an entire week afterwards. Mm-hmm. And I kind of suffered because of that, because I took it on too much. But
yeah, he's an empath.
Yeah.
Very empathetic.
But I found a way to like prioritize it and put the right emphasis on it and take out what I can learn from their stories
instead of dwelling on the hard things that those people went through.
And like, I think that that's the hardest thing about podcasting for me is like prioritizing and putting the right message forward, you know, if that makes sense.
Oh,
definitely. I know. Oh yeah. I love what you guys are doing here. I mean, I've only been able to listen for the past couple of weeks, but your guys' podcast is awesome.
Thank you.
It's definitely what this world needs.
Well, yeah. Well,
fist bump.
Yep. Fist bump. We really appreciate that. And I don't know how many people listen to this, and I don't know how big it will become or whatever, but that's not what's important to us. No. It's just connecting with that one individual that we're talking to at that certain moment and just learning from them and their specific story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. So tell us, what are some things that you do daily? Either mindset, fitness. So, I mean, we know you work out and everything like that, but what are some of the habits that you've picked up to help yourself through what you've been going through?
Can you kind of explain your daily routine?
Yeah,
definitely. So, I usually wake up around 4 a.m. Usually I have my breakfast ready for me. I make it the night before. I wake up and go straight to a workout. And during my workouts, I spend that time. Sometimes I'll listen to music, but I spend a lot of that time just kind of reflecting and taking inventory of the day before, seeing like, you know, what am I unhappy about, like my actions from the day before, and how can I change that today? And I try to just get the internal dialogue started up to just always being in the mindset of we got to be at least a little bit better today. We don't have to be our best, but we got to be better. And
awesome.
And then usually I go to work 7 to 3, and then after work I clock out and I hit my second workout of the day, and that's another reflection point for me. Although the next morning I'll still reflect on that day, I'll also reflect at the end of the day on that day as well.
I think that's kind of easier, you know, because the stuff's still fresh in your mind, you know. Exactly.
And I noticed at like the end of the day when I do my inventory, it's a little bit more emotionally driven because I'm still feeling some of the things from that day. So it's like the next morning is always like it's always better. I make more logical, decisions. But that's pretty much it. I don't. Awesome. I mean, besides like meal prepping and stuff like that, I count all my macros. I make sure I eat a certain amount of protein, carbs, and fats every day.
Sure.
Everything about my life is I make sure to try to control everything I can about it, which is like diet, mindset, effort, and, you know, how I interact with everybody and stuff like that.
What are some of your favorite things? Or actually, what are you currently listening to, reading? You know, what are some of your current mindset stuff, personal development?
Right now, I just finished a book called Winning by Tim Grover.
Okay.
And it kind of dives into the mindset of Michael Jordan and people like Michael Jordan as well, like Kobe and stuff.
Right.
And that's what I've been really focusing on lately. But usually I'm into like kind of like Stoic readings by like Ryan Holiday.
Okay.
And yeah, I really resonate with the whole Stoic thing.
Yeah, me too.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was always my favorite.
Recently been getting into it, but yeah, I can really relate with it on like a deep level.
Yep. I feel like it's really practical. It's like it's a very easy philosophy to apply to your life if you choose to do it. Well, not easy, but you know what I mean? Like the principles aren't hard to,
understand.
Simple.
Yep.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because the thing about easy, what's easy to do is also easy not to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I like to say, well, things are simple. Most of the things that we need to do to better our lives are simple.
Yep.
But
it's simple, small, daily decisions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like you said, it's easy to not make those decisions as well. It's almost
totally
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah.
That's an awesome. That's awesome. You've definitely inspired us a ton. What is something that you would like to share with our audience? Something that just, what would you want? Yeah,
wisdom,
words of advice, wisdom. Yeah.
I would say just 2 words: overcome yourself. You are your biggest obstacle. How you interact in the world or how you see the world all is based on how you also internally think about it. Like the lens you choose to view the world through. So if you're not happy with somewhere that you are in life, it's more than likely because of the decisions or the actions that you were creating or doing in your life. Yeah. And we are our biggest obstacle. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to hold yourself accountable, to be disciplined when no one's looking. It's not easy to overcome those things. And that's just something I've tried to live by every day. Overcome yourself every single day. Bury the voice that tells you that leads you to not be who you want to be in life. Yeah. Just bury that voice every day and go to war.
Wow. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's great. All right, dude. It has been awesome having you on our podcast, Ethan.
It's been awesome being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We want to invite everybody to like and subscribe, of course, and share this message with those that you feel like really need this.
Yep.
And there are a lot out there. I'm sure all of us can think of people that are in of need. Yep, I can think of a few right now. Yep. Yeah. So, it's been great.
Yeah,
having you.
Thank you, Ethan, and we just want to be able to have you back sometime, and
we like
find out more of your story and go
progress and see how you've been doing all that. Yeah,
yep,
yeah, we would love to have that.
Awesome. Sounds great. I actually have a 24-hour race coming up in November, so that'll be something to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Yes, we will definitely.
How far hear what that are you hoping to get?
This may not be realistic, but I want to hit 100 miles.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean,
right on.
At least bare minimum 50, but I want 100.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop unless that happens.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
You might pee blood, but hey, sweet.
It's worth it.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
so
man.
Awesome.
Thank you, and
have an awesome day.
Yep.
You too. It was awesome talking to you guys.
Okay.
Bye.